Fresh off the release of Argylle, Matthew Vaughn has his sights set back on the comic book world, and not only is he continuing to do work on the upcoming Kick-Ass reboot, which I've talked about on the channel already multiple times, he now wants in on the Supergirl action. Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow is said to start production by the end of the year. James Gunn recently talked about the fact that a director is close to coming on board, and that there's been great conversations in regards to what to do with the character in not just the bigger DC universe, but also how to really franchise the character with the upcoming film. So naturally, somebody that's already made comic book films, who recently released a film, who's also friends with James Gunn and has previously talked about the fact that he sat down and talked with him and Peter Safran, seems to want the job. Enter Matthew Vaughn, director of Kick-Ass, Argylle, the Kingsman franchise, and of course, X-Men First Class. In a recent interview conducted with Variety, he was asked about it and he said yes. He now wants to direct Supergirl, but it's not because it was something that was always on his radar. He says once he found out that Millie Alcock was cast, he said this was it. This convinced him because he's met with her before in regards to casting her for other projects. And when she got the role, he said, I want to work with her. I would love to do Supergirl now. Now, again, if you've read the comic, you could see how Matthew Vaughn could make some of those elements really pop on screen. And for me, when I think about Matthew Vaughn films, more so than the characters and all that, I think about set pieces, the action, and the memorable sequences and environments, splashes of color, explosions, and style. Supergirl's gonna need style, but I also think you need character development. And as a Matthew Vaughn fanboy, don't come after me, because you guys know he's in my top 5 favorite directors of all time. First Class is my favorite comic book film of all time. I think he always ends up lacking in terms of the character development aspects. And again, I say that as somebody who loves First Class, and that was supposed to be a Magneto film before they warped it into that reboot of X-Men / soft reboot. So I don't want him to do this film. And I'm saying that as a hardcore fan. I think he is perfect for The Authority. That film has his name all over it, in every sense of everything related to it, especially if you've read the comic. Like, yeah, that's Matthew Vaughn. Like, it feels like it was a comic written for him to direct that film. So I hope he doesn't get Supergirl, but who knows where the future of DC could take us. Maybe he can knock this one out of the park. I don't know.